Yo, what is up guys? It's Pedro here, and the Washington Commanders had another OTA session today, and it looks like Jahan Dotson is lighting up the defense, and him and Carson Wentz are developing a good connection. So we're going to talk about that in today's video, recap some of the biggest plays from OTAs today, also go over the attendance, who showed up today. So yeah, if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe for Washington and NFL content on the road to 8,000 subscribers. Now, let's get right into the video. And real quick, let me show you guys a quick clip from OTAs today. The media wasn't there, so not that many clips, but here's the one clip that I could find. So some of the content creators were there OTAs today, so that's why we kind of have some updates, some big plays, some pictures and everything. So appreciate all those guys, Tan Todd, Rio, and some other guys. So real quick, let's start off with which guys were there today. So Chase Young, Montez Sweat, and Daron Payne were all in attendance for the Commanders OTAs today per the team. Terry McLaurin, though, still isn't there because of the contract situation. Totally makes sense. Like, doesn't make really much sense for him to go into OTAs, and even though it's a very, very small risk, maybe he gets injured and then his contract, leverage and value goes way, way down. So I have no issue at all with Terry McLaurin holding out, and it's good that Chase Young is going, appearing, at least for today. We'll see about the next couple of days. Same thing with Montez Sweat and Daron Payne. I think there's a picture of Chase Young here from Bleeding Burgundy and Gold. Shout out to them over there. So here's a picture of Chase Young working there. So great to see him there. Again, still recovering from the injury, so it's not going to be like he's not going to be doing all the team drills, not going to be 100% yet, but it's still good to see him in the building and doing the drills with the guys. But again, it's just great to see him back with the team, and hopefully he will be ready for the start of the season. I think he will. He had that injury against the Bucks. I believe it was in November, right after the bye. And, he's a young guy. He's athletic. I think he should be able to, be ready for the start of the season. Might start off a little bit slow, like Joe Burrow last year had, okay, first half of the season and outstanding second half of the season, because he had that ACL injury around the same time Chase Young did the year before. So I'm excited to see what Chase Young can do this offseason. We'll see if he's ready for training camp, but I do think he will be ready for the start of the season. Logan Thomas, on the other hand, he might not be ready for the start of the season, might miss a few games, but we will see. He's been at OTAs as well. Montez Sweat was dealing with a personal issue last week, and Ron Rivera thought he was going to show up for the last couple of days, but he didn't, so maybe that personal issue lingered. But he's back today, and he was there a couple weeks before that as well, so good to see him back. Same thing with Daron Payne. I don't think any of them are big deals at all, so great to see all the guys back. And yeah, I don't think anyone besides Terry missed today, unless there was other guys that we missed, so that's good. So some of the big plays that happened: Carson Wentz threw a beautiful perfect completion 75 yards downfield to Jahan Dotson, who beat the corner and the safety. Beautiful play, and this is via Tan Todd Commanders podcast, and it wasn't a 75-yard throw in the air, but they said it traveled about 60 to 65 yards, and the total play was about 75 yards. So really looks like Carson Wentz and Jahan Dotson are building a good connection. This might be, honestly, a slight advantage of Terry being out. It gives, at least for the first couple weeks, it gives Jahan Dotson more room to be that main target, and he's going to be ahead of the curve once Terry comes back. Only thing that's bad about it is that he's not getting that chemistry with Terry. Terry isn't able to give him any tips, but there's still, Curtis Samuel can help him and everything, and it looks like Jahan Dotson is doing just fine. Like every single, week we're seeing, or every single OTA session, we're either seeing a really nice catch he made. I saw a one-handed catch, or just, hearing great things about him. So that is good to see for sure, and it's great that Carson Wentz and Jahan Dotson are building a good connection, and hopefully they can continue this when Terry McLaurin comes back. Let's see, we talked about the attendance there, and then Bleeding Burgundy and Gold said kind of the same thing, but Jahan Dotson is torching the defense out here, quickly becoming Wentz's favorite receiver. So I think Jahan Dotson will have an impact right away this year. He might not be a star, but I think he will be in that 650 to 850 range. Like, I think he can be that guy in his rookie year and then be a consistent, 900 to 1100 receiver for the rest of his career. So like, that'll be good enough in my opinion for the 16th overall pick if we can keep him, into his second contract as well. So I mean, I know we're getting ahead of ourselves, and the OTAs and even training camp isn't a huge factor, because we're just hearing these plays, and it really, some players practice differently than they play, so it's not a big deal. But it's all the football that we have right now, so that's why we're happy about it. We're getting hyped about it, but it really isn't a huge deal. Maybe a little bit more of a bigger deal for the rookies and maybe Carson Wentz, because Carson Wentz is learning a new offense, and the rookies, obviously, this is their first time playing against other NFL players. But the rest of the guys, it really isn't a big deal unless it's like the bubble guys, like the Troy Apkes of the world, Dax Milnes, like those guys. These OTA sessions are big for them. But like Chase Young, Terry McLaurin, the main guys, it's nothing major. Even training camp isn't a big deal as well. So, but it's good to hear that, Jahan Dotson and Carson Wentz are working well together. Hopefully in the next couple of days we get some more clips. I believe the media is going out tomorrow, so that's the main day when there should be a ton of clips. So hopefully I'll have a video out for tomorrow, but it'll probably be a little bit later. And then Rio, shout out Rio, he said Cole Turner looks like the one up close. You need to see him play actual games, but Buddy looks legit. And yeah, he's a big target. He's going to be a big target for Carson Wentz, 6'6", 6'7", tight end, out of Nevada, grew up in Oregon. And, we all know Carson Wentz likes those big body targets, and he's primarily a pass catcher. And John Bates is primarily a blocker, so I love the combo between the two. And John Bates is actually a pretty solid pass catcher as well, especially in the second half of the season. But, you pair these two together, and with Logan Thomas once he's back healthy, and I'm really, really liking the potential of this tight end room. And you can even add, Sammis Reyes, see how he develops in the next couple years. And then last thing right here, you guys can see the picture of Chase Young. Nothing major, but I know a lot of people like the visuals, like to see the guys in action. So there's the picture of Chase Young working with, I'm not sure who, maybe that's Bellamy, the trainer, not sure. Looks like some resistant training right there. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. Appreciate you guys, watching till the end. If you are here, subscribe if you guys are new, and comment down below any takeaways you got from the practice. Hit that like button, notifications, and hit that thanks button if you guys can. Peace, guys.